今天来到了新竹，真的是感谢大家的大力支持啦。
接下来呢，我们5月中之后也会回到我们的家桃园巨蛋呢来比赛。那接下来也要希望各位乘客继续的来支持我们飞行员啦。
是的，没有错。到时候在5月16、17这2场的主场赛事呢，也会有P.LEAGUE冠军赛前的暖身活动，大家也要敬请期待一下喽。没错，在冲击总冠军之前呢，让我们继续的来全力以赴拿下2场的例行赛。是的，没有错。那领航员呢也确定晋级了我们的 BCL 以及 Asia East 的6强赛了，大家要多多支持哦。好的，精彩的比赛呢很快就要开始啦。接下来，让我们欢迎来访客队新竹洋基工程队。
首先为各位介绍今日来访客队洋基工程篮球队登录名单。Number 2 Jamarcus Meridi 张杰伟，4号江嘉乐，9号庄朝胜，13号高伟文，15号林志伟，21号吕冠廷，28号陈玉瑞。Number 35 Martin Cavallo 郑瓦龙，77号张国维，先发5人 Starting 5， 0号叶维杰，5号李汉生 ，Number 7 Alessandro Palazza， Number 8 Cameron Reed 柯麦龙 ，Number 49 Mendogas Hopkins 布萨斯。教练团体能训练师包俊兴助理教练 Pauian Makis Marakidis 蔡耀勋总教练李义华总经理钱维成。
成长不是偶然，而是一次又一次当然。在再来一次。
Right here, let's go. 快问去现在未来 ，We take it off。一次探头率先在情跟着音乐点着头。Oh, eyes on me， 我们对付起来变接受。Cause we ready to the fly. You've been waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for. Oh, oh, oh.
Dare to fly， 我来主宰，这是我的舞台，随便都是 highlight。Dare to fly， 超越期待。Dare to fly， 我来主宰，这是我的舞台，随便都是 highlight。Dare to fly， 超越期待。We are pilots。Oh, eyes on me，
Oh, eyes on me，
Oh, eyes on me， me and my crew 都在找寻 pilots， 心里要小心，我们离目标就快靠近。Cause we ready to fly。We fly into the sky， 也知道你们都会在。Cause we know what you're waiting for， waiting for， waiting for， waiting for。To fly， 我来主宰，这是我的舞台，随便都是 highlight。Dare to fly， 超越期待。Dare to fight， 我来主宰，这是我的舞台，随便都是 highlight。Dare to fight， 超人期待 We are Dare to fight， 我来主宰，这是我的舞台，随便都是 highlight。Dare to fight， 超人期待 Dare to fight， 我来主宰，这是我的舞台，随便都是 highlight。Dare to fight， 超人期待 We are Pilots。
桃园璞园领航员球员名单：准备好3号控球生力军空中好声音帅气小生陈立顺，准备好10号坚持到底漂配男子汉李明伟，准备好13号空中飞龙禁区龙卷风谭杰龙。准备好25号，你的护国神阵领航不倒翁林正。准备好31号 ，Number 31领航装甲车拦下堡垒 William Artino。准备好6号，关键先生偏跳大师关达拉梅拉关大佑。Starting five， 先发5人名单。准备好24号 ，Number 24， 重返天际线，桃园哥哥 Taoyuan Gray。准备好1号，禁区爆出篮板先知 Mustafa Number 21， 波浪咖啡3分王 Alec Brown。准备好12号，领航剑齿虎桃园彭于晏李恰卡。全场给我一个最大的尖叫声！让我们欢迎球员号5号，威狼喷射机飞进你的心，欧文陈将帅。桃园奥运开放式彭丽珍，体育教练刘厚少，体育教练刘年杰，助理教练柯焕伟，助理教练唐伟杰，助理教练陈世杰，助理教练黄启峰，助理教练及球员发展总监杨怡峰，总教练 Caminos， 副领队王少恩，副领队陈信安。欢迎双方的球员。欢迎各位乘客、球迷朋友们来到我们新竹的主场。那欢迎你呢， 进到我们的球场，拿起手中的拍拍扇，准备好在比赛中呢为飞行员来加油。
Homie, the game ain't dead. It's just a couple key athletes died. That's why I'm rapping like I have to revive. The mixture of magic and MJ passion. Getting the way it's gonna be tragic as MJ passing. With ears like VR, the CPR. The game will never breathe its last breath because we are the house game. Rap's holy alliance. Why you so scared? I'm only a giant. I do it late night. Call me Conan O'Brien. And the nose on my gun look like Pinocchio lion. Last king of Scotland sipping good liquor. If you made me good, I'm Forrest Wood liquor. Oscar winner, Oscar wiener. If your flow's Aquafina, I'm Katrina. Y'all say that your pockets are big. I'd rather say that I'm pop mixed with big. You're looking at a microphone, rocker, own vodka. That's why I be walking out with your dick. Bought a house in a place to be seen, and we got what it takes to rock the mic. We gon' take it back to when niggas was rocking right. We gon' take it back, fuck with me, not tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight. We gon' take it back to when niggas was Joey. Reddit had to warn them. Take them to the cleaner, plastic bag on them. I ain't like y'all. I don't like y'all. Put them in lyrical jail with suicide thoughts. Kick the jail.
欢迎裁判背号36号于荣老师，欢迎 Empire One 11号王立昌老师 ，Empire Two 10号尤浩平老师，欢迎。欢迎3位执法裁判。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. Only 5 regular season games left in the Plus League and still more surprises in store. The ARC were generous to allow the pilots to set up shop here for the weekend. 2 weeks from now, the pilots will return to Taoyuan Arena for the final 2 games of the regular season and a preview of how the Plus League finals will look and feel. In a bit of generosity and coincidence, the Yankey ARC are the away team in their own building, taking on the Taoyuan Pauian pilots here. Game number 44 of our 48-game regular season. I'm Ryan Chen. Thank you for tuning into this English broadcast of Plus League basketball. The pilots were victorious in yesterday's affair against the TSG Ghost Hawks, 105-95, maintaining a perfect record at home, so to speak. There's the overall standings table. The pilots at 18-3. The Yankee are coming in at 4 wins and 16 losses. They're officially counting down the days to the end of their season, with the Braves and Ghost Hawks still jostling for number 2 and home court advantage. And the winner of a best-of-5 series will take on the Taoyuan Pauian pilots in the best-of-7 Plus League finals. On the Mandarin broadcast, it is Coach Sean and Jason 黄崇超。球迷朋友们找到了官方的英文转播，要听彭老教师 跟重操的奖评就按到中文的转播链接。谢谢您的收看，记得我们 Plus 的转播都要按赞。The ARC are part of their struggles this season is not taking advantage of playing the home team on the home team's back-to-back. Only 1 win and 4 losses. Today, in the season finale, will be a chance to take on the Taoyuan Pauian pilots on the pilots Sunday back-to-back. And in a move, they have recalled and re-registered our team Kovalov, and so hence the Magic the Gathering revival card. Kovalov in, and Samuel Digara, the giant from Malta, is out. This is the first time in 12 games the ARC will be going without Digara alongside of 7'1", 7'2", Migautas Kupsas. McGriff and Kovalov actually were swapped between the March 29th home game against the Pilots and the April 4th away game in Taichung Intercontinental Basketball Stadium against the Pilots amidst a 5-game losing streak. Well, Cameron McGriff has been putting in the numbers, 41 minutes per game, almost 26 points, 10 rebounds, 3 made threes per game, as opposed to Kovalov, who had a actually very good last game, March 29th, 30 minutes played in the start, 14 points, maybe only 6 of 12 from the field, but 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and somehow a plus 20 in the closest margin of a loss for the Yankee ARC against the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots. But they decided to make the move, and now the two forwards will be playing together. You see David Chen, the general manager of the ARC, previously was running things with the TSG Ghost Hawks. So Digara's record of 12 games played, 4 wins, 21 minutes played, 12 points per game, 7.8 rebounds, will now be solidified in the history books as he will not be eligible to be active for a whole nother month per the Plus League injury or import injury rules. Last night, the Pilots, through a lot of their local players, actually were able to claim the victory. The Pilots, without 2-time MVP Justin Lu Junshan, first got kicked off with Li Jiakang, a 7-point first quarter, I think a 7-0 start for him. And subsequently, off the bench, killer Guan Dayo also pitched in 16 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. And finally, we'll show actual Hsinchu native and Chen Jianshuang, who went to high school at Guangfu High here in Hsinchu. He turned in a season-tying high 15 points for him, a season-high 6 rebounds and 9 assists for his personal ledger. The back-breaking full-court coast-to-coast layup in amongst the crowd of both Pilots and Ghost Hawks. They will be without Justin for, we expect, a 4th straight game dealing with hamstring issues. Justin is 1 game away from being eligible for the year-end awards. More on that in a moment. Wang Litang, Yu Long, and Yo Haoping will be our 3 officials from left to right. And the Yankee ARC will be wearing their black jerseys. Kupsas starting along with number 0 Warren Yeweijie Alasang, and McGriff along with point guard Eason Li Hansen. Same starting lineup with Chen Jianshuang in his first start for the Pilots in the Plus League action. He did have a start in Basketball Championship League Asia East. The Pilots will be wearing their white jerseys. The rest of the lineup is Amdi, Jackie, Alec Brown, and Travion Graham. This is the 7th time these two teams are facing off. The Pilots owned a 5-win and 1-loss record. Their 1 loss, however, was the last time they faced each other. Tipped up and right to Eason, the Arc's point guard. Averaging 4.7 assists per game. In his 8th game played as he joined the team midway through, deflected and ball out of bounds, and I think they have called a kickball violation. Curiously enough, another team that has struggled this season playing their opponents on a back-to-back. The Taipei Pauian Braves just got their first win as the visitors in the back-to-back slate. They were previously 0-4, losing by 11 points. The Arc, of course, the expansion team this year in the Plus League field. Right now, good ball pressure as the Pilots haven't been able to get into their offensive set. Andy pops it to Graham. Takes a contested jumper as Alex Brown gathers the rebound. Also trying to guard him as Owen looping up. Andy missing the alley-oop. Getting his own board, a little pump fake, and a hook shot off the mark. Look for Yetta's Alasong all the way up court. Gets the lay-in. And that's how we get the scoring started. Long assist. And good outlet pass. So former T1 Defensive Player of the Year Koopsas on Andy, perhaps trying to afford more help as an overshoot. Griff handoff play, getting it back. He's got Travion Graham on him, seeing one ball screen. As backdoor pass right on through to the stands. Get another look at McGriff. Chest pass down court. Inverted ball screen and Travion Graham lays it in. Last night, Graham had 17 points and 7 rebounds against the Ghost Hawks. Contested shot on the rebound. Alasong could not convert, and here comes the Pilots on the break. Dangerous pass as Alasong ended up with the ball, but stepped out of bounds. You know, look, the inverted ball screen. Eason playing like Owen would go to a handoff. It was a screen instead, as we'll have a clock adjustment with the scorer's table. Owen in place for the Pilot starting guard, Eason. Shakes off one and knocks down the mid-range jumper. Chen Swang averaging 7.4 points per game in his first year with the Pilots. McGriff trying to find a gap, switches to the left side and floats it in. Cameron McGriff. Yankey nails the corner 3, putting the Pilots up. Cameron McGriff, one of his best performances was the Arc's last victory right here against the Pilots. 26 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. When steps on the sideline as the Arc turn the ball over. Chen Swang is a natural lefty, so defenders got to be aware. Graham taking the bump and just off as Andy on the second and third efforts connects. So a 9-4 start for the Pilots. Good at gap help by Yankey, and now Kupsas on the block. Getting 3 defenders and draws the whistle. Kupsas playing his 21st game, and we expect him to be a full season attendee for the ARC. The only import that is remained with the team from the beginning till this point, averaging 16 points and 11 rebounds. She has a good to very good shooting splits, 52% from 2, 35% from 3 in 17 attempts, and 75% from the line. Gets the roll. Now it's Brown's turn to get a touch. And off and flared. Nothing transpiring as Graham taking McGriff. Now taking on Kupsas, puts it on the rim as a underhanded pass, and Warren closed the layup. Got his hands on it and out of bounds. Referees need some help, and they will say Pilots basketball. Would have been a great assist by McGriff. The ARC's inaugural coach is Li Yihua or Guang Ge, or on the Plus League site, Coach Brian. Trying to make an argument the referee should go to the replay. Deep pass to Yankey, having made one, and another loud swish from the left corner once again. That's his hot spot tonight. Usually Yankey's a very good wing, a three-point shooter. Awesome on the ball screen, gets the whistle, and we'll have to earn it from the line as substitutions were incoming. And 7:09 on the clock means we're seconds away from the official timeout. There you see Easton kind of overplay that basket cut. You see Yankey lining up the laces. High RPM spiral, as you see Andy. Awkward situation. Was there a sub or was there not a sub situation? The ARC will bring in Tim, number 21, Guanling, and Jamarcus will stay at the scorer's table. The Pilots will let Amby rest. He's got 2 personal fouls. They want to protect him. And Jonah Morrison is in. Alasan actually started the season with the ARC and was in the starting lineup. Kind of a sideways spinning free throw attempt. Trying to foul, but it's instead Lee Jiakang lays it open for 3 and cashes it. And in 8 seconds, quickly down court. And a 3-pointer later, the ARC elect to call a timeout. Very curious management of the game. Maybe some offense, defense. Well, Pilots offense getting started hot. Lee Jiakang with 9 early points.
Pilots crew.
You got it 'cause you're
谢谢 Pilots Crew。
Welcome back to the broadcast. If you're watching on the YouTube live stream, please leave a like. We'd appreciate it. So kind of like yesterday, the pilots, led by last year's Sixth Man of the Year, Lee Jiakang, but taking care of business from beyond the ARC. The ARC, unfortunately, could not get Jamarcus West in as they elected to bring Tim in for a different player. And now, after the timeout, Jay West is in. And Tim at power forward as Jay up and under, incredible through the Pilots defense. Now it's the zone look as Brown underneath to wide open Owen, and he connects. So much for the zone defense out of timeout. Mark did the switch as an early whistle. That's the Pilots' third team foul. Another substitution coming in. Get another look. Jay just changed directions and a slip by Alec Brown as well, the leading blocks per game defender in the Plus League. Not to be outdone, Chen Jiashuang gets it back with 3 of his own. Gupsas fires a skip pass as Taoyuan settles his feet down and it rolls out. Spreading out the zone, Jackie to Graham, to Jonah, back to Graham. Pull up, in and out, and Jay will change directions and the ARC get in their half-court offense. Taking on Jackie, flipping the finger roll up for a score. Jay West has really come on strong after taking last year off. Was previously a member of the Steelers and then Lioneers. Now to an open Travion Graham. He puts it up and short. Jay being by 1. Flipping it out to Taoyuan. Catch and shoot on the way. Too strong as long rebound for Owen. No call on the defense. Pilots won't take the 4-on-4 as the ARC once again settle into the zone. Brown will try from the right corner. That's a bingo. Pilots are really taking down the ARC from the outside. 5 of 7 from the 3-point land. The ARC have only attempted 1, thanks to our graphics at Formosa Television. Gupsas bobbles the pass, now gathers himself. In some danger as Owen takes it away, and a foul in transition. It's only the ARC's first. Maybe they should have found some more. There you see Jay West with the deadly crossover. And an easy outside perimeter passing breaks the ARC's zone defense down. 4 ARC turnovers to this point as the return of Ukrainian forward Kovlov. He will occupy the middle of the zone. Number 3 backup point guard Anderson will get some more run. Morrison lets it fly and will bounce out of bounds. The Pilots with Graham still in, Jonah Morrison, Anderson, Artino, and Killer Guandayo. And another stepping out of bounds by the ARC. I don't think I've ever seen a game with so many players out of bounds. The Pilots are playing shorthanded, as mentioned. Justin We expect this is his 5th DNP of the season, dealing with hamstring issues in this latest run. Martino spinning and hooking it up. Get the roll with his strong left hand. Quickly down court, it's Jay as a foul is called. Pilots not yet in the penalty. You know, look, Artino kind of see that spin move right from the beginning, and even through some contact. Artino last night 16 points, 8 rebounds. Didn't finish the game. Took a technical foul, arguing with the official, and then somewhere in between a taunt and a delay of game by rolling the ball out of bounds. Now, Yankey made a good argument that the ARC did elect to call time, or excuse me, the Ghost Hawks at that time elected to call timeout. So, curious case, but in the end, the Pilots are able to pull off the victory as Cameron McGriff sinks the first free throw. Now, Artino, in his first year with the Pilots, has done very well for himself and for the team. In the East Asia Super League, takes up the naturalized player spot or Asian import spot, so can play along with Graham and Brown. Back in man defense, McGriff switching. Now Jonah taking on the defense, and that's going to be no good. A little wayward pass as the ARC find a little bit of space. Is Jay rolling out the jumper, and ricochet ball. It's Graham saving it. Anderson will race it up court behind the back. He's got one man in front. Back door intercepted. No, it's Killer to Artino. Loose ball. Jump stop from McGriff and off the window and in. And the referees will be calling a technical foul against Bryant, though at least in a sequence, many contacts were uncalled for a foul. Previously, we saw McGriff really take off for a few highlight dunks, and that time I think wisely gathered himself with a 2-foot hop as Anderson off to the right with that free throw. As mentioned, the Pilots without starting point guard number 30, Ethan Bayalthood. It's probably going to be his first DNP unless suddenly he appears suited up to go. That definitely looks like contact on the play, as now some off-ball kind of pushing and shoving. It's McGriff being called. It's the ARCs. Would be their second as a team, as the officials having a discussion. Now they will go to the monitor. As mentioned, the Pilots won the first 5 games of the series, and the ARC the last one, as we get another look. The lead official was officiating the lowest few players. And you see Jonah
不是你现在你要看谁？几号？8号。对。他在这个位置。好，没关系，你的。好，继续。
The ARC built up as much as a 18-point lead in that game. You see, it's definitely some kind of contact. So it will remain a common foul, as the two coaching staffs had a chance to address their players. The biggest key, the ARC making 21 of 33 free throws versus the Pilots 11 of 19. Neither of those great percentages, but just on volume, it's a game for the Arcs to win. So out of the baseline, deep pass, Jonah chasing it, and now it will be Jay, one man to beat, able to lay it in. One of the few Pilot turnovers in the early beginnings of this game. Looking at the arc 2-3 zone. Martino trying to find some space in the middle as Killer can't get that shot off, and the clock running down. Anderson misses the mid-range and lucks out as the arc see it go out of bounds. Henry Ray, the former Pilot, trying to hustle to save it from going out of bounds. Changes for the Pilots as we get a look. Instead of sealing, Jonah was trying to play it out wide, and Jamarcus jumped on it just at the right time. Jay already with 4 points tonight. A little bit of a spillage perhaps on the sidelines as take a look at the Pilot staff led by Iri Caminos, last year's Coach of the Year and Coaching Staff of the Year. Alec Brown in with number 10, Wayne Li-Ming-Wei. No look pass, out of bounds. Anderson trying to get cute there.
Jump, keep the ball there. You can shoot, but never jump. Okay.
For the Arc, Koopsas is back in. He had 13 points, 10 rebounds, and a plus 19 the last game against the Pilots. 12-block trying to drive on Brown as the Arc fire the pass around. Henry back to Kovlov, floating it in. The Arc close it to a 5-point game. Loaded up to Artino in deep position. He shoots the fadeaway. And again, look at the soft roll. The shoulders big, and we'll have to earn it from the line. Kind of the show and go variety. Previously, one of Kovlov's strengths is the little push shot floaters from about 5 to 8 feet. Ray actually started 10 games for the Arc this season. Quite good from the line this year at 76%. He had 12 points in that Arc victory over the Pilots. In and out with a free throw as Kovlov had a better radar for it. New chance for the Arc as Weber sees that one go out of bounds, though. It was a tough assignment to take on Alec Brown there. .2 on the shot clock. Koopsas gathered and able to score. So we have a 4-point game. Brown trying to drive is denied, and here come the Arc. No, it's Jay. Fouled in transition, it'll be free throws. Like the Pilots are losing some patience on the offensive end as Koopsas agile on that play, stuck with it and got the block shot. He drains the first free throw. Able to average 5 assists per game on the season, along with his 11 points. They close it to within 2 points against the Pilots, who've not found any success in their half-court offense. Latter half of this quarter. How about Alec Brown rolling in the three? Brown is 2 for 2 from the outside. Loose ball all the way to Taoyuan. The tough three on the way, no. And the buzzer will sound. So the Arc do close the gap, but Alec Brown's three-point shot puts the Pilots up 28-23. Time to go to break with the second quarter coming up after this.
Hello， 各位乘客们，大家好，现在是亚瑟士 Shooting Camp。 投出你最神准的3分球吧！被大荧幕照到的朋友，记得要投出3分球哦。弟弟，做到你了，投出你最神准、最帅的3分球！啊，好球！再一次！找到你们了，漂亮的美女，投出最神准的3分球吧！另外一边，牙，运球，太漂亮！左边，弟弟投出最神准的3分球，不要害羞啊，非常好，进球啦，很棒哦，非常好，这炮100分，进球，好球，谢谢，妹，换你了，灌篮，非常好，谢谢，哦，是我们的尤米阿卢卡，用力的灌篮，非常好。 好球！谢谢所有乘客的大力支持以及应援，我们亚瑟士 Shooting Camp， 谢谢大家。
谢谢我们应援好伙伴亚瑟士，谢谢各位乘客以及肉童。回到比赛。 第二节比赛开始。
Welcome back to the action. The Arc, thanks to 7 of 10 at the line, and the Pilots 0 for 1, only on Coach Bryant's technical. Have kept them in the ball game as the Arc do clean up their turnovers. Had 5 in the quarter as a slick steal by Alec Brown. Over to Artino. He will not turn it over. Pilots try to keep it moving as Artino out to Yankey. Catch and shoot 3. He stays hot. Incendiary hot. The Jiaokong with his 4th made 3 already. Well, the Pilots have not found much success inside. 5 of 16 from 2-point land in the first quarter. Rovalov handoff to Weber. Kupsas swings it to Eveson and a partial block and gets it on the bank. Better be lucky than good sometimes. Eason was quiet in the first quarter, 0 for 2. Through the defense, able to bury that little lay-in. The Arc has the home team foul, and I think they're going to say it sideline out of bounds. the arc after beating the Pilots, which was a happy occasion. There you see Chen Jiasuang with the block, and then maybe a little bit of a kind of a horse play, catching it even with a high spin rate, and smartly, wisely using the backboard is Eason. Well, the arc then lose by a big margin against the Braves the night after, 120 to 84. Not a good showing by them as the Pilots get another stop. Yankey to an open Owen, his three bounces high off the iron, and now scramble for it on the deck. McGriff will tumble to the ground, but it's for the arc. This is a classic Lee Jiakong weak side jumping the post up. He usually does it from the baseline. That time came from the nail or around the free throw area, as the terms goes. Linta tasked with guarding Kupsas. Switches onto Weber at the flip pass. Brown crashes into Kupsas. I think Kupsas is all right now. See, Brown bit on that fake and crashed into him. Kupsas, so far part of his 20th year playing professionally. Started when he was 17 years old back in Lithuania. Able to go 2 for 2 at the line. He had a season high of 23 points. First time he's playing in the Plus League. To Yankey. Quick trigger from the left side, in and out. With some pace. Easton will catch it again with a lot of missed assignments. Somehow the dribble was alive as Brown intercepts. 2 on 3, it's Travion Graham. When did he get in? And then coaxes a foul out of the defense. It's going to be on number 15, George Lee Tzu-wei. Lee Tzu-wei and even more so Liu Guanting played rather sparingly in this season, only combining for 110 minutes played. Smooth with it. Kupsas spins and shoots the hook shot. A little bit too much on it. He's been calling out the defense as it seems like a zone defense, leaving Lisa wide open off to the right. McGriff to Weber, 3 on the way. Kupsas much taller, able to get the rebound and the foul. Probably know what Alec Brown thinks of that foul. That is his second personal as Artino will come in.
Oh, I know.
Deep shot and a grip, no good. Kupsas leaves it short. Sometimes when you're wide open, kind of underestimate how much you need to put under. Quickly floats it up, or was it a pass? It was Linton able to get a shot off, was fouled. Kupsas having to do it all alone against 2 bigs of the Pilots. Last night, the Pilots against the Ghost Hawks, only 19 for 30 or 63%. Is still one of the more confounding parts about the team. Perhaps the best here in Taiwan and the worst in free throw shooting. Lington or Ken, one of the original members of the Pilots team back in 2020, makes the correction. Kovalov is in for Kupsas. Quick handoff and a catch. There's Warren back to Kovalov, driving baseline, floating it up, and Artino will gather.
Watch out.
Martino trying to back down George, in some trouble. Time running down. It's Owen from the left corner. Bucket from the Pilots starting point guard tonight, and 38-27 is the score. Graham contested on McGriff's deep shot. 7 minutes to play in the first half as the Pilots are called for an offensive foul. Martino with an illegal screen, they said.
Every time that he got the ball, they were holding. We got.
Look at the sweet pass by Jackie right in the breadbasket. Then Owen, good read of the defense. You see a little bit of an arm tug in progression as Warren taking the three and a beauty. The rookie averaging 10 points per game, makes the first three-pointer for the Arc on the game. Graham losing his balance, still gets it to fall. Thought about it. As the offense keeps moving, McGriff gets the switch, takes the pull-up, yes. And there's a foul between Artino and George. Yankey probing and shoots the step back. Maybe the hot hand is cooled off. Griff is called for the offensive foul as Graham guessed correctly and switched just over to his opponent's right side and was knocked over. Bit unlucky. Although McGriff did lower that shoulder and elbow. Timeout called on the floor. It's the Pilots up by 8 with 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. We'll be back after the following messages.
参加我们的中场游戏了。记得在我们第2节结束前3分钟，要来到我们南出口这个篮筐呢，后方来集合。
今天的礼物奖品也是非常厉害哦，大家要赶快吸引 Pilots 的目光，一起来玩我们的中场游戏哦。
Talk about styles make fights. The Taoyuan Pauian pilots with 11 assists, 4 turnovers. The ARC, 5 assists, 9 turnovers. Well, in the month of April, the ARC's local players have seen their scoring increase. Warren with a season average 10 points. Ray with 9 points. Jay with 8 points. And Weber has also seen a scoring increase. New ARC on the court, it's Allen. Galway, number 13 in the red sneakers, as Linton unable to connect. So out of the Pilots timeout. Stop and a miss by the ARC. This time Yankey wide open, but it's halfway down and out. Man, talk about a correction to the meeting. They go under on him. This time it's way off. And Graham was knocked over, they said. Jay adamant, it's not his foul. Maybe there's some embellishment, but the defender definitely caused the contact. They shake hands as Graham will step up to the line. The second quarter, the Pilots have stepped up to the line 3 of 4. And the ARC 2 of 2. Graham stays perfect. And that one ricocheting in. Anderson back in. Having played only 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the first quarter. And he's playing the backup point guard with Pauian out, known in the Pilots camp as Pine. And also with Justin not available again, he sometimes will run point. Little driving kick as Kovalov wide open. All nylons with that 3. The season 1 point guard killer Guandayo trying to shake Allen loose. Is fouled and put it on target. The referee will say a 3-shot foul, 3 free throw foul. Pauian in his second season. Just a little bit too pressed up. And yet the Pilots obliged by missing more free throws. Especially, I think the problem is now becoming their local players. Anderson 0 for 1, Killer 0 for 1, Linton 1 for 2. Killer drops in the second one, a 76% free throw shooter on the season. Last night, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. That makes 2 of 3. Keeps his balance, leaving Jay with a chance to go to the basket and a strong move. Able to score over nearly 7-foot Willie Martino coming over to help. Man defense, Pilots doing a little bit of 5 out. Anderson hop step to Martino, no, out of bounds. I think it'll stay with the Pilots with the 6.5 on the shot clock. Always love when players go with a hop step, or the hop gather, I should say. See Jay strong enough to take the contact and bouncy enough to shoot it over top as in and out for Anderson. They're trying to show off the handles. Now gets the ball screen as Graham recovers. Kovlov shoots it real quick. And another chance for the arc as Jay lines it up, but he drops it in. I was going to say, it was on the way out when I started that sentence. Under 4 minutes to play, the arc once again closing into 4 points. Artino going quickly, finds a little lane, and it bounces out as Artino reaches and fouls. Definitely some frustration. Ghost misses as seems like Yankey trying to boost up his team. You know, look, a quick move. There's some contact in the reach around. Pilot's last field goal was 6:46. Then the Arc have closed it by 7 points as a good strip of the basketball by Jay. Stops Graham from laying it up. It's been a 11-4 Arc run. Killer, Artino on the mismatch. Catching Artino with no chance of really causing much of a miss. Here you see Artino switches to the left hand, and he got fouled on the right hand. Second personal on Allen. Artino bottoms that free throw, giving the Pilots some more breathing room. Killer picks Kovlov and keeps the dribble alive as falling out of bounds with it. He gives it back. Maybe he needed to towel off the hands. The Arc will elect to call a timeout with 3:09 left to go. Coach Bryan wants to make a push before the end of the half.
今年拿了4个，那今年就是因为其实我们今年多了很多亚洲的比赛，然后因为从 P.LEAGUE 帮我们就是往外推展，然后有参加 ESL 还有 BCL， 因为我们下一步要去蒙古。那对我来说，这其实对国外的比赛对我们来说有很大的帮助，然后让我们在赛场上有很多的进步。我觉得是在场上的临场反应吧，因为毕竟在国外的比赛其实不是很熟悉对手的方式，那当然就是用靠当下的临场反应，然后跟教练给我们的指令，然后跟用影片分析来做弥补这样子。我觉得非常期待，因为明年可能这样听下来，明年可能会有更多的挑战，然后又更高强度这样子。下一步要去蒙古，就是因为要转机嘛，因为蒙古没有直达，所以可能就是会比较累一点，然后希望我们可以有所调整。那也很谢谢就是 P.LEAGUE 为我们争取就是往国外发展这样子，那我们也会继续努力。
Well, Li Jiakang sharing that the Pilots' international conquest has really helped them learn how to handle game situations. Really, you hear this a lot with the team saying they got to focus on themselves as they are not familiar with their B.LEAGUE or KBL or Greater China opponents, or lest we forget the PBA as a stumbling drive by Allen draws a foul. That'll send him to the line. And last saying, they still have their BCL Asia East games. Next, they're flying to Mongolia. It won't be easy, but they do have the #1 record in Group B for the final 6. Kind of a wide field for BCL Asia East, trying to qualify for BCL Asia. The Pilots were 1 win and 2 losses in last year's edition. So after committing 2 fouls earlier in his play, Pauian will bring his 78% free throw percentage to the line, making the first. Flanking the second, chasing his own board. Spread out wide, and Jay puts it up and through. As the arc with a 4-point play another way. Patient with it, Owen. Back to Anderson. Three-pointer on the way, and a clean swish. Jay trying to take on Anderson, and it's going to be an offensive foul despite both guys getting knocked over. Jay maybe knocked over by Chen as Anderson took it on the chin. Definitely a funny sequence. Let's take another look. Very unlucky if you're Jamarcus. Now, despite, in my estimation, it never happening, Yankey is looking to challenge. And the referees, even after discussion, will go to the monitor because of Yankey's challenge. So the good fortune green Guai will make another appearance. Here you see, might be an argument that Anderson initially fouled, and then Jay did raise his arms up, but that was the foul that was called.
OK， 好。
Definitely a little bit harder to.
我觉得从影片直接看上来，它是一个正常的进攻篮球动作，然后身体正常的动态发生的接触 ，offensive foul， 我支援判。OK， 就这样子。
So just a common foul.
It's over shoulder. It's a you foul. The rules, contact over shoulders are you foul. It's over the shoulder. It's on the head. It's a you foul.
Now, I'm not disagreeing with Coach Yankey, but his record on these upgraded foul challenges is not stellar. Sometimes you're either playing the game or you're playing the man, and Harvey Specter saw a lot of success in a fictional universe. Foul down low, Artino will go to the line. Artino previously 1 for 1 at the line. 7 points, 2 rebounds on his night, including 2 dimes. No good, and the arc will run down. Eason in control, a loose dribble. Allen trying to shake free of Anderson. Warren sees the defense. Eason left open after the dribble. That's going to go out. Another offensive board for the Arc. That's their 8th. And Kovloff now. Gotta finish your breakfast. Artino looking to counterattack. Sees 2 on him. Out to Owen. The 3 on the way. Backpedaling to Jansong. Downs it for the Pilots' 8-point lead. He's got an even 10 points. Rejected by Artino. Artino guessed right on that reverse layup. Yeah, look, he hasn't actually doubled pretty good rhythm with Artino retreating to the baseline, but nobody cut off the pass as Yankey get a replay. And meanwhile, McGriff hasn't said his name in a bit. From its downtown, keeping the arc in a 2-possession deficit. Joining the party. He's money from the outside this season. 3-point percentage has fallen in recent weeks, but it was in the 40s before as Pauian gives it a try. Artino, deflected pass, not good to look middle, and off the fingers of Kovalov. The team that sharp with their passing. Time running down is a 5-second game clock and shot clock difference. Owen Artino, the 1-5 pick and roll. Puts it up for a miss as Artino spins it out. Wait a minute. And they say a shot clock violation.
On the side.
Okay, thumbs up from Yankey. Yes, good defense for the arc. So Owen's layup didn't even touch the rim. That would make sense. Yesterday, the Ghost Hawks took advantage as Kovalov way deep misses, and it's Chen with an extra rebound to his ledger. Kovalov previously hit a 3/4 court shot, but the other direction. 56-48 is your score at halftime. The Taoyuan Pauian Pilots over the Yankey Arc from Hsinchu Municipal Gymnasium. We'll go to break, and halftime analysis will be coming up after this.
Crew! They changed the rule. They changed how to do it.
感谢 Pilots Crew， 谢谢 Pilots Crew 带来的中场演出。 记得追加啦啦队，票投 PLEAGUE Crew。好的，来到我们中场游戏的时间啦，轻松一下，今天要玩什么呢？
我们今天呢要玩的游戏叫做 Here We Go 投篮挑战赛，要在1分钟内呢将4个定点完成投篮。就是呢我们会有4个圆柱体，然后要站在旁边，然后帮我们定点做出投篮。
Follow the P.LEAGUE English Instagram account at P.LEAGUE_EN. We're here at halftime in Chengdu Municipal Gymnasium, home of the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots. Yes, the Pilots borrowing the home of the Arc for this weekend, while they did not get bookings until 2 weeks from now in Taoyuan Arena, where they will return to their home for the last 5 seasons. This is season 6. The Yankey Arc are trying to get their 5th victory on the season, thanks to 5 3-pointers made in the second quarter. They've kind of kept up, not letting the deficit get too big. The good news for them defensively, they're shoring up their inside defense, but then as the highlights will roll on, they have seen the Pilots get hot from the outside, in particular Lee Jiakang, who knocked down his first 3 3-point attempts since then, 1 for 8. Or excuse me, 1 for 5 is Lee Jiakang. His 12 points, though, is short of Jamarcus West, with a game-high 16 points coming off the bench, playing 12 minutes. And his only turnover, an offensive foul, which certainly he made some contact with Anderson's face, but there might have been an argument that he was fouled first. In any case, the Pilots, without 2 of their starting guards, having to manage here on a back-to-back. That's Justin, the 2-time MVP, and Ethan Bialton, who's gotten a lot of praise from Yankey for his defense as well this season. Fell on his elbow awkwardly in a hard fall. Thankfully, not too worse off. He's just under observation. There's the halftime stats. We have points, field goal shooting, 3-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers from top to bottom. The Arc did have a major turnover issue in the first quarter, but have cleaned up since then. The Pilots only able to score 5 points off those turnovers. Incredibly, as not seen on your monitor, but thanks to the English broadcast, the Arc have the 20-14 points in the paint lead. That's unheard of, especially considering they're without the service, I should say, of Sam Degara. There's the leading scorers. It's Jay with 16, Cameron McGriff with 11, Kupsas with 6, as does old new guy Artem Kovalov, returning to the Arc's registration list with 6 points, and Yewei Warren, their rookie, with 1 3-pointer made. The Pilots might have some back-to-back fatigue, as they've allowed the Arc to get 11 offensive rebounds by 5 different players. They got to clean that up, and will maintain a better advantage. Jackie leads them with 12, Owen with 8, Brown getting the start along with Graham have 8 apiece, and Willie Martino coming off the bench with 7 points. Pilots already locked up the #1 seed in the regular season, but the new goals are to try to clinch the best winning percentage in P.LEAGUE regular season history, and perhaps a undefeated home record, which would beat the season 1 Braves, who were 11 wins and 1 loss. Pilots also have to continue their conquest in BCL Asia East. They have a Thursday night game in Ulaanbaatar against the Broncos, as Group A is in the books. Time to go to break. We will return with the second half action in 8 minutes.
移驾来到中圈，我们要来颁奖了。恭喜刚刚最后一位就是我们的冠军啦！也恭喜呢，我们第一位是我们的亚军，恭喜你！欢迎。另外2位呢也入列了，我们也有奖品提供给你们哦。好，请来颁发我们冠军这位乘客，恭喜你！
恭喜你获得辉夜 Here We Go 全腿气囊温感按摩器。
好，来，另外我们亚军也一起来。好，没事，大家靠近一点，靠近一点，我们全部一起来拍照。线上奖品，我们一起来拍照。
我们的亚军也有我们的
有比力气很大
折叠式电动泡脚机。
来，请进。
我们参加的朋友来帮我转到这里。也有我们的 WeCoWare 的猫巴水壶。
好的，全体人员一起来合照，可以吗 ？OK， 看到中间摄影师，3、2、1，耶！好，谢谢，恭喜我们乘客，也谢谢应援好伙伴辉夜，谢谢。
谢谢 PLG。
好的，上半场呢，刺激的比赛呢已经过去了，下半场很快就回来，请大家稍待片刻，休息一下，等等见。
Till the clock stops, we gon' run a gun and bring it back home, let's go. We number one, you know. We go hard, be small. We won't stop, oh no, ain't gon' never stop. From the ground up, we on top, can't take our spot. We march in like a marching band with a game plan on my game face. It's game night, let's be great. Apply pressure, raise the stakes, it's legendary. Make 'em break. We ain't never backing down, we ain't never gonna stop. We gon' take it to the limit, we gon' take it to the top. We ain't never giving up, we ain't never gonna stop. Till the very last second, till we're running out the clock. We ain't never gonna stop. To the very last second, till we're running out the clock. Go big or go home, the whole team won't go. This is everything that we work for. Let the whole world know we came to win this victory. Sound off the drum roll. This one is for the home team. Bring it home for the trophy. Teamwork makes the dream work. Hard work and dedication. Motivation and progress. Can't stop, we ain't done yet. Every summer we run this. Go be smooth, my shine lynch. Bow down to no man and stand like a champion. We ain't never backing down. We ain't never gonna stop. We gon' take it.
大家好，我们是 PLG Crew。
投票要到了，要投给谁？
菜园、果园、动物园，投票投给领航员。
你跳怎么跳？
我跟你说，为什么要投给我们 PLG Crew？大家好，我是凯莉。对，然后呢，为什么要投给我们 PLG Crew 呢？因为好看的外表，千篇一律，但有趣的灵魂，百里挑一。拜托大家投票 PLG Crew。
好。
Hello， 大家好，我是卢卡，要记得投领航员，我们会很努力的在场边应援。
哎，等下为什么要投给你？
投给你？
为什么？
因为我们 PLG Crew 是最漂亮、最会应援、最开心、最热情的。大家好，我是 PLG Crew 的莉埃，把你手上神圣的一票投给我们吧，投给我们这群幽默的女子。大家好，我是今年的队长尤妮。今年大家一定要投 PLG Crew， 为什么呢？因为呢，我是很长寿的啦啦队，我在这里已经第5年了，我还没有得过年度啦啦队，我很难过。虽然我没有办法像前面的
有真的有难过吗？
稍微有点难过，因为哭出来，
走心。对，难过的原因是什么？
就是我觉得我们也很漂亮啊，也很有才华，然后也很努力啊，为什么大家不投我们呢？为什么？
女生都会多想，
就是有
为什么不是我呢？
对，为什么不是我？就是有一点不平衡，就是我们 PLG Crew 真的大家都很棒，就是希望大家可以投我们。你看，我们有漂亮的，就空姐，然后又有气质，又好笑，然后感情又好，然后重点是，你看有老师，有会跳卡比的，然后有很会跳舞的，有真的空姐，然后
是真的空姐吗？
真的空姐，努力中。
哦。
很厉害，很会讲中文的韩国艺人的啦啦队，然后有长得跟我很像的新璇。
讲什么？
就是其实也是这样很努力的新璇，然后还有我们能唱能跳的雅雅。对，所以大家一定要投PLG Crew，好不好？接下来下一个新璇。Hello， 大家好，我是新璇。为什么要投给PLG Crew？现在战绩第1名的是哪一个？对，现在我们是以综艺第1名到冠军赛喽。
我是今天感冒的雅雅。那我今天那么 man， 然后那么有雄性的荷尔蒙，我相信大家会觉得非常的特别，可以投给 PLEAGUE Crew。没看过这样子的啦啦队，就在 PLEAGUE Crew。谢谢。
什么意思呀？就是好的，所以年度啦啦队要投给谁？PLEAGUE Crew。
好的，请我们乘客球迷朋友们缓缓地回到座位上，要一起来准备第3节的比赛。第3节比赛即将开始。
The second half is underway here from Hsinchu Municipal Gymnasium, typically home of the Yankey arc, but the Pilots are barring it. As Cameron McGriff is stopped by Alec Brown to start off the second half. Graham having to chase that ball back as the Pilots will get their first possession. Little elevator for Graham, who catches it around the logo. Flare pass, and McGriff gets a hand on it. Kovalov leads a 3-on-2 Allen. Hammers to Eason. Rifled around to Kovalov, and he doinks it. How about Alec Brown from the elbow? Still a no. Brown only played 13 minutes in the first half as McGriff chases his own miss. And trying to challenge Brown again. Numbers for the Pilots as Travion Graham takes the jumper. That's too strong. A lot of cardio out there. Warren flashes middle, but McGriff gets Graham in the air, drives to the basket. And it draws a whistle by Alec, or the officials. Alec Brown trying to contest. Already got 2 stops. McGriff just had too much steam. Maybe a dunk attempt on that last one. It's Alec Brown's 3rd personal foul. McGriff rolls in the first free throw. Cameron McGriff, interestingly enough, is the first import in Plus League history to wear number 8. When I saw the team announce his addition to the team, I definitely was thinking to myself, that looks so unfamiliar. And would you know it? Looked it up, and indeed, the very first number 8 import. Trying to float it up to Yankey, and he overdoes it on the alley-oop. Numbers for the Arc, trying to close now a 6-point gap. Allen shows, goes out to Warren. Back to McGriff, but Graham is all over him. On the screen, takes the deep 3-pointer and cashes it. How about a 5-0 start for the Arc? Graham back to Brown. Not clean of a catch. Keep it rotating. Graham from 15 feet, no, but Brown, no. How about Andy? That's in. High degree of difficulty falling away from the basket. Finally, the Pilots break the seal. They're previously 0 for 5. Oh, they're quickly trying to answer back, and does so. Graham on the cut, floats it in. That's one of Travion Graham's specialty. Griff with another 3-pointer, he's hot. And there it is, a 1-point game. Brown driving, putting his head down, and draws a whistle. Kind of interesting how the Arc couldn't stop the big man's drive. Getting a look, Pauian kind of tossed around there, but Graham ended up being late to the contest. Cameron McGriff trying to be part of the team effort to take down the Pilots for only their 4th loss of the season. The Pilots just happen to lose once to each of their opponents here in the Plus League. Deflected pass, Warren with plenty of time left on the shot clock. As Kovalov uses the bank. Here in the 3rd quarter, the Arc already scoring 13 points. Down low to Amdi, throws it to the referee. Here we see a good shot fake. And even before his apex, getting the shot off, avoiding Amdi's block by Kovalov. Chance to take the lead. Griff wants a screen, sees 2 defenders. Keeps the dribble alive, loses the basketball as Owen will take it away. Numbers ahead, Alec Brown, 1-man to beat, 2-handed jam. The Pilots create a teeny bit of breathing room thanks to Chen Jiangshuang's 8th assist down court. Guard-to-guard screen, out to Warren. He's wide open from 3. That goes in and out as Owen will dive at the rebound. Brown in transition, and they're gonna call it right away as an unsportsmanlike. That's the crew chief signaling this is a previous play. Job's a lot easier when 7'1" Alec Brown is the target down court. Alec Brown has been guarding guards and the wings of the arc without Kupsas in there, and so maybe a chance to run, but the Pilots have not been great at locking things down. As there you see McGriff with that second contact is what was called. One makes 1 of 2. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists for McGriff, and now his 3rd personal foul. Yankey picked up the dribble, so with 3 seconds left, the pull-up is missed, and long rebound out to Graham. Floating it, no. Look out, ball floating out of bounds on the spin. And not a lot of stoppage as our first official timeout, with the Arc making a run here in the 3rd quarter.
是 Dance Cam 的时候啦，赶快跟着前方的 Pilots Crew 一起跟着音乐动起来吧，就有机会获得空姐们手中的达美乐披萨兑换券哦！一起跳起来吧，拍手，跟着雅雅一起，跟着节奏一起拍起来，非常好，就是这样，太棒啦！哦，跟着游米一起同框，哇，很厉害，很厉害，有偷练，有偷练。镜头在你们身上，就是要大秀就对了啦！拍到你们了，跟着音乐一起动一动吧！
We return to the action. 65 for the Pies, 61 for the Arc. The Arc electing to start without Kupsas at center, and it's been a challenge for the Pilots to keep up in their half-court driving kick and sometimes ISO offense by Cameron McGriff. Meanwhile, the good news for the Pilots, they're not settling for the 3, only 0 for 1, but the bad news is they've been held to 3 of 8 from 2 and have turned it over 3 times. There's former general manager and a current spokesperson for the Pilots, Chen in the orange hoodie behind the bench. Even Ram still on Cameron McGriff as a handoff to Eason. Doesn't open anything up. Back to Kovalov. The shot is on the way. A big clank as, again, Chen Jianshuang has got such a good nose for the rebound. That's his 6th of the game. Brown goes to screen as the Arc looking like zone, but it's kind of a matchup defense. Another skip pass that is deflected. 4.5 on the shot clock. Seems to be quite simple. The Pilots have never gone to the basket. Now Jackie gives a try. Floater, no good. Griff underhanded pass to Eason as the Pilots try to match up. Foul by Owen as the Pilots will make a change. Will size down with Killer in for Amdi. The Pilots kind of sizing down as Easton sees two defenders, and Weber, strong drive, puts it through. Took a beat there, but number 77, Zambowei, with his first score of the second half. But they leave Yankey wide open, might have rushed it. Look out, dangerous pass as Guan Dayo ends up on the floor. Brown also knocked down too. You know, look, previously Weber, a little bit of a chicken wing. And the pilot on pilot contact is Weber's right forearm to Killer's collarbone. Guan Dayo right now being helped up. It looks like Guan Dayo is going to stay out there. Griffs sees Killer, swings it out to Taoyuan, who left it way short. And the Arc, despite a double team, end up committing the foul. Former pilot Taoyuan. Pilots nursing a 2-point lead. It's been a 15-9 start for the Arc. Gamble on the pass, and another deflection. This time Jamarcus, one man to beat, will get the lay-in for the tie score. Lots of pass deflections by the Arc as Graham, in the middle of the zone, gets out to an open three look. Two bounces, and it's Taoyuan with the board deep pass down court, and Weber getting all the way underneath the basket. Travion Graham just missing the interception. There you see shooting on the quarter. Pilots 3 for 12, and again a number of turnovers as well. Guan Dayo fakes the shot out to the pass over to Yankey, takes a quick fire three. He's been cold since that really red-hot start. Now it's Owen's turn as the Pilots are settling for it on the outside. Guptas has the mismatch, gets the foul, but will have to earn it from the line. Take another look at Taoyuan from easily 60 feet away, and Weber had such an advantage, he still had a chance to drop it on the floor and pick it back up. Guptas subbed in a couple minutes ago, trying to get his legs underneath him. This is his first miss at the line tonight. Kovalov in for McGriff. Kind of a 1-1-3 zone look right now as Wayne draws a whistle. The Arc, its highest scoring quarter in the last couple games was 29 points to open things up against the Pilots in a game which they won. Well, how about 20 points with 3:42 to go? Not too shabby. Formerly Lin Ziwei, now Li Mingwei. Only a 2 for 7 free throw shooter this season. Makes the correction as the Pilots find themselves down by 2. Weber down to Koopsas on the left block. Kicks out to Jay after the bobble. A pass as he was falling down to Zamboway, in and out. Such an athletic play. Like I said, despite the bobble and despite going down with some physical contact on that kind of half-hearted changeup drive. Alec Brown out to Guandayo. His 3 is no good, but Willie Martino, look what I found. Hits the floater from up close as the Pilots tie it up again. Martino 9.6 boards to his 9. Pilots looking to turn up the defense. Jay spins baseline and cannot sneak one in. Dangerous pass as the Arc end up with a takeaway. The Pilots were kind of looking at each other the whole way, getting another look. A scramble offense for the Pilots. Nobody putting a body on Artino. Inbounded close to Kovlov. Fell on Artino. That's the last before the Pilots in the penalty. Yankey will be replaced by Owen. Pilots turning up the pressure and man defense as Weber shoots a pass off to Koopsas, wayward with the floater. 2 minutes to go in the third. The Pilots' chance to take the lead. Down low, too close of a pass, and they say out of bounds, but trying to figure out who. And it will say Arc basketball.
Perfect 100 times, Chen. It's impossible to be perfect. It's impossible.
Berge giving his take to the officials as the Arc trying to get back ahead. Kovlov going baseline. I don't know if it was an intentional pass. Still time on the clock as Ray just throws up a wild one. Dodge ball won by the Arc.
Give him a technical too.
So a fresh 14 on the clock. Looking down at the Plus League statistics, Jay has 4 fouls, and the only Pilot with a high foul count is Brown with 3.
Give him a warning. That's the 3rd time it's a delay game. Let's go.
Kovlov up close again. He's knocked into and count it. This time with a shot opportunity, our team Kovlov, thanks to Koopsas' screen. So 70-68 with a free throw left to go on this possession by the Arc. Sounds like the Pilots are beginning a warning for arguing. Extracurriculars, just a warning. As Kovlov working on a 10-point, 12 rebound game. Drops in the free throw for a 3-point ARC lead. Remember, they led by 18 in their last victory against the Pilots. The Pilots actually made a late game comeback flurry to lose only by 6. Wayne with the miss as Owen sneaks the steal, and Artino with the and one. Talking about picking the pocket, Kovlov, meanwhile not so happy maybe with that initial contact, but that second steal definitely clean. So give it, then taking it away. Meanwhile, both teams substitute Travion Graham and Cameron McGriff for their respective squads. On the game, the ARC a 71% free throw shooting unit, while the Pilots just ducked to 60% with that miss. Jay picked up the dribble as now McGriff from way downtown, big bounce. Chasing his own board, down low to Koopsas. Artino falls down and the ball will roll in. See a 25-14 third quarter. Rare for the Pilots to go down by so much in a single frame. Martino back out to Graham, takes the three and nails it. So much as well as the ARC have played, that last three-pointer by Graham ties it up. 7 seconds to go. McGriff takes another three, and what a counter. The ARC will go into the fourth quarter with a 76-73 lead, blitzing the Pilots in the ARC's home. So we'll go to break with hopefully an exciting finish between the Yankee ARC and Pauian Pilots.
就知道是 WeCover 魔法水壶的时刻啦！赶快跟着音乐一起摇摆，施展胜利魔法吧！被拍到的乘客一起摇摆。哦哟，非常好！哎呦，好会哦，好厉害哦，太棒啦！哇，美女拍到哦，跟着一起，跟着 ZI 一起施展胜利的可爱魔法吧！不要害羞，不要害羞，非常好，非常好，非常好！哇，太棒了！呀呀呀呀！不要尴尬，不要尴尬 ，Show time！ 被大荧幕照到的乘客，记得要跟着音乐一起摇摆哦，非常好！跟着音乐再次摇摆。 哦，卢卡示范的很棒，很棒！各位乘客非常棒哦 ！Elsa， 有米不能输，有米不能输！谢谢大家施展胜利魔法，等一下要继续帮领航员加油，赢得胜利哦！感谢大家！
谢谢 Pilot Crew， 谢谢各位乘客，谢谢应援好伙伴 WeCover。
So 12 minutes to determine the outcome of this one. The Pilots, coming off the month of April where they played 10 games in 23 days, ended up with a 8-2 record. The 2 losses coming in Plus League action. The ARC start off in their zone with Koopsas in the middle as Linton twisting a hook. Don't see that from him a lot. Jay got one on the crossover, ankle breaker, and then the score. Great way to start off the fourth quarter. Killer out to Graham, made his last three, can't double it up. McGriff has got the speed mismatch, puts it up in a doink, but he gets his own board. It's happened many times in the course of the game. Now the Pius preferred matchup, it's Graham as they foul, it's offensive foul. Definitely tough to take for the Arcs, but you kind of understand that Graham was all over him. Now the argument must be, as you see, poor Chen Jianshuang was on all fours. But take another look here. Graham, I have to say that makes sense because Graham is holding his position with McGriff into the opponent's cylinder. Your cylinder is more defined by your shoulders than when your feet are.
Let's go, Pilots! Let's go, Pilots!
A turnover by the Arc is a break for the Pilots. Vincent trying to go reverse, and the ball out of bounds. Big negative on offense for the start of the fourth quarter. Thanks to a screen. McGriff out to Tony Ray. Takes some contact, and it'll be 2 free throws. Pilots trying to argue they saw the classic Taiwan basketball offensive player arm hook.
This is flopping. Shout like this is flopping. Oh, there.
The Arc continue to increase their lead. I think they're going to call a violation on the air ball free throw. Still a lot of ball game left. The second half has been 31 for the Arcs, 17 for the Pilots. One screen for overhead bounce pass to Graham from 10 feet. Clean. Pilots definitely probably would benefit from simplifying their zone offense. Griff has that range, so Graham way out wide. A screen for over Terry Ray. Funny offensive look as Graham dives for it. With 2 seconds left, Koopsas will airball the desperation heave. And in the interim, Graham will be issued a flop warning.
The screen, you cannot keep flopping. You cannot keep flopping. You cannot keep flopping.
Now, the number 11 official hearing it from both head coaches.
Go!
3番场一次啊。
刚刚博朗一次啊，刚刚博朗一次，这里第2次啊。
没有人警告，没有人比。
你问记录台，你问记录台。
Warnings do not officially go on the scorekeeper's ledger, so it is a little bit more ambiguous than you would think. Graham and the crew chief having an intimate moment. Seems like we're finally ready to go with 8:43 on the clock. Should really give Taoyuan and Jay the credit for a good zone at the top, and just like that, Lingzhen for 3. Maybe that'll spoil the ARC's defensive plans. Upsas sees 2 defenders, misses the hook shot. Pilots with a chance to take the lead as Owen knocked loose of the basketball. 3-on-2 and a weird back pass by Jay. This will be numbers for the Pilots. Yankey will elect to take the 3, and it's a long rebound. Over to McGriff, facing off 2, able to put it through, and the foul on the landing. So what was an open opportunity ends up being Li Jiakong on the miss, and then fouling McGriff on the and one in transition. Oh, so a foul on the rebound. ARC basketball. McGriff sees 2 defenders, ball knocked away, as maybe the Pilots will go to the rim. Artino stuffs it in and count it. And now the technical. Sounds like there will be extracurriculars against Artino. So a great move there as Artino went right up to Tumbleways. Certainly from the optics of it, very hard to just let go.
You can't say anything. We have, hear me. I have a warning because Alex is like this to an opponent. This is behavior to an opponent. It's correct, Tech. It's correct. Hey,
Yankey, head coach of the Pilots, has to, on one hand, argue with the officials, and on the other hand, get control of his own players, too.
Did the same on Yankey, and even a warning.
Weber's technical free throw.
I know, behavior. He did the same on Yankey. Go to him and talk.
Then
It's
William
the same.
Martino's and one free throw.
Hey, he's and one, eh? It's a free throw, eh? Hey, Weber say something also.
Remember, Artino earned himself 2 technicals yesterday. So after all that, a 1-point ARC lead. Camino's trusting Lingzhen on the ARC's guard off ball as McGriff dancing. 5 seconds left. The deep 3 is no good. Yankey coaxes a foul out of Allen. Not very smart there. Eason in for Jay. Again, has played so far a very good game with 20 points and 4 assists, and has been a menace defensively. Owen on the right side probing as now it's Graham's turn. Loose ball to the scorer's table. It'll stay with the Pilots. At least for the first, I guess, 12 seconds to make it easy. 12 seconds, the Pilots not much of a threat. There is Artino at the high post. Spin move. The lefty layup. Lots of ball game left. Eason gets Ken in the air, but elects to pass. Baseline drive, hook pass, way out of range for Grimm to gather. Real tough for the Arc to defend with Bolivov having to guard the pass and Artino's drive there. Now it's Graham's turn, and a travel is called.
Oh, Vivian!
All right, let's give it away as you get a look on the replay. Left, right, left, right. Yeah, a little bit of a stutter. Elevator play for Allen. Able to hook it to Warren. Back to Allen with the red shoes. Corner three is pocketed. The Arc in the second half. 5 for 13. Graham finds a crease, puts it up, and Artino no. Kovalov fighting hard for the rebound with a 2-point lead. Arc. Slow it up. Pass all the way out to Eason. And no luck as Jackie fouled by Allen again in transition. And is he also teed up? Man, that is a raw deal. Personal fouls very quickly becoming 5. The Arc already in the penalty while the Pilots still have 1 foul to give. Yankey thanks to Brown's screen, misses the 3, and the Pilots get another chance. That's 7 consecutive missed threes by Lee Jiakang. Alex Brown trying to put an end to it as a bad rebound by the Arc. It's Chen Jiansong. Look what I found. Yeah, wait, stop by 2. Jackie not worrying about the down man. Will go to Graham in the right corner. Rolls out. A lot of contact as little butterfingers by Warren. No turnover. Kovalov tricky and unlucky there. Holds on to Killer and pays for it with an unsportsmanlike. Yeah, previously, Ye Wei-Jiet go with the rebound with one hand and ended up brushing it to an opponent. And there we see unlucky, try to go around the back and just held on to Guan Da-Yo. No basketball there. Taoyuan has now got the yips at the line. 2 of 4 after last night. He was 3 of 5. Again, makes the correction, so not too far off. Credit to the arc, hanging in there despite the technical foul against Pauian at 6:20. Yankey made the free throw, and then a killer 1 for 2. Well, let's see how the Pilots do this possession. Deep pass, and Taoyuan blows it, but Brown picks his teammate up. Now with some scrambled defense, Yankey fakes, gets the foul, and despite the buzzer, draws the foul on Kovalov, trying his best to guard the middle of the paint. So just a foul, no replay on a possible shot clock violation. It is very close when he's gathering in the painted area. Time was running real low, but on the replay, looks like the foul and the contact was made as the light turns on. In the fourth quarter, it's 15-9 for the Pilots, as I think wisely by our TV crew tagging Jay West. Uses defensive energy out there. He also has 4 rebounds too. And an easy giveaway for the arc. Brown to a killer, makes up for the last miss. Finally, the arc called timeout, seeing their lead turn into a 6-point deficit. Time to take a break with 4:51 on the clock here in Hsinchu.
Ready if they go man to man. Okay? If they okay. If they go zone.
拿到礼物的同时要记得年度啦啦队我们拍的是投票。
Let's go to play horns down. When we go horns down, when we go horns down, these 2 guys, when Alec is coming to a screen, also screen this guy. Yeah. We try to do this. After this, you go out and no problem, go high. Because we can drive. It's like one Yankey when you are cornered.
The end of timeout. 第4节4分51秒，暂停时间到。91比85，回到场上。
Here in the fourth quarter, the Pilots have turned the script around. They have 18 points to the Arc's 9. Have 2 more rebounds and caused 7 Arc turnovers. That's a winning formula. Griff, not waiting for Kupsas' screen, goes the other way and coughs it up. Pilots in control of the ball game now. Yankey driving, switching directions, tough take, and able to get it through. Chen did a decent job defending. He has no personal fouls though. Maybe the want to see one there. Allen, so close. Mark have been held scoreless since the 10:47 mark. Griff skies up for the rebound. Eason, a contested three, banks it home. Maybe banks open up here in Hsinchu on Sundays. It's nearly a 6-7 minute drought for the Arc as Guan Dayo off target. Arc only down by 5. Don't really need to push the pace as Owen, not very smart. The 4th foul by the Pilot this quarter. Here see Yankey get the shot off before Kupsas can attempt to block it. Well, that's why the Arc depositing that lead as big as they can has paid off. Again, only down by 2 possessions. Ray with a catch and shoot 3. And maybe the former Pilot hearing from his former teammates. Slips it to Brown, but between the wickets as McGriff, 1 man to go, and able to get it through the cylinder. The Pilots turn it over and they call timeout. A little bit more rushed when kind of feel like they didn't need to, but only 2 minutes 33 seconds on the clock.
Go, hey.
进步幅度我觉得就是还可以再更好，因为毕竟在刚开季第一场就打那个东超，就打到流通黄金，这也是帮助我觉得这季成长最多的地方吧，因为毕竟第一场自己的状态没那么好，就直接打那么高强度的比赛，然后加上又对到日本顶级那些后卫，所以我觉得。 在第一场季就是算我的那种，就是有人被上课吧，然后让我心态马上调整到，就是可能比赛的模式啊，然后备战的模式这样。所以我觉得就是在这季第一场给我的震撼教育，然后让我可以马上进入到比赛的状况。我觉得进步最多就是可以跟亚洲的好手这样。 亚洲那些很顶级的后卫这样去做竞争，其实在不管是心态还是说在进攻还是在防守上面，可以得到很大的提升，因为他们都是在亚洲是那种稳定的球员，他们的判断啊，他们的下一步要干嘛，还是说在球队的控制那些，其实我觉得都对我自己有很大的帮助，所以也很感谢领航员给我很多的机会去尝试一些之前没有做到的事情，然后也给我很多的信任，在场上去。 掌控这个就是球队的进攻，打好防守，对吧？能够在回到台湾，然后又是在台湾的第1年的职业赛季，不管是在台湾的比赛打到东超还是PLG，我都觉得很兴奋嘛。然后可以增加更多的经验，然后不管是增加到几队，我们的目标也是这个，尽量拿到冠军，对啊。
Owen pre-game sharing that thankful that the Pilots giving him many opportunities. Actually had a quite rude awakening when the Pilots' first East Asia Super League game was against the Ryukyu Golden Kings with the very good, very excellent Kishimoto in tow. Alec Brown catch and shoot 3, halfway down and out, but Owen chased the rebound. Now Graham did not get a shot off. So it ends up being 2 stops for the Arc to start off things after the timeout. Griff wants to take Graham again. This time uses the Kupsas screen. Slip pass as Kupsas can't tie it up. And Owen, Chen Jiangshuang with that last rebound has recorded a triple-double, the first for a Plus League local player in, forever. That's incoming as Yankey, step back 3, needs it, and money! says he missed 7 in a row? Pilots get a stop and a score. And a block from Brown. It's out of bounds as a player for the Pilots down with looks like a lower leg injury. The ARC called timeout as killer Guan Dayo. Hopefully more of a contusion and not an ankle turn. Don't forget, Guan Dayo also already went down in some friendly fire in contact with Alec Brown. Guan Dayo actually will be helped off. Not so lucky this time. Get another look. Kind of rush into Galway Lun and an ouchie for him. Pilots don't want to see another body go down. The ankle is kind of stiffening up on him. Here you see Ethan with the tape up left elbow. Alec Brown with the rebound, and time is running out for the ARC. Ma Weijia was the last local player to get double-digit assists as Jackie feeling confident. Airballs a 3, but Brown up close off the backboard and good. And a 3-possession lead for the Pilots. Forces the ARC to call yet another timeout. Chen Jianshuang's exploits on the game. By my count, the last triple-double in the Plus League was by Isaiah Briscoe back on March 1st, 2025. You're gonna look at all of the contributions Owen is having. And what's been very impressive is his rebounding in this game with, like we said, the ARC having a big rebounding advantage. It seemed like in the first half and especially in the third quarter.
Both you have a strong hand to play middle pick and roll. Okay? When we drive, you and you take the catch and shoot, and the 3 on the top, we side run back, and you run back, and the rebound. Go ahead.
The last triple-double by my look of things was Jeremy on April 30th, 2023, when he was playing for the Kaohsiung Steelers against the team for him next year, the New Taipei Kings. So close by Allen, and the Pilots gather another rebound. They have Amdi perhaps in for rebounding. Three seconds left. Jackie taking another 3, but this time off the window. 101 points for the Pilots as Ture puts it up in desperation. And the ARC, another near make on their own floor. no doubt who's the player of this one. So a perfect 10-win, no-loss record for the Pilots at home continues despite playing in their 4th city, 5th arena on the season, and now they get to prepare for their BCL Asia League's last group stage game against the now Chinggis Broncos, and then a well-deserved break before their final 2 home games on May 16th and May 17th. The Yankee Arc play a competitive game, even had a second half lead, but just like we talked about how they won the 3rd quarter 28-17, well, the Pilots showed their resolve by winning the 4th 28-14. For the Arc, number 8, Cameron Griff, 26 points, 12 rebounds. Jamarcus with 20 points. He only played 3 minutes and 56 seconds of the 4th quarter, though. And returning to the Arcs, Artem Kovalov, 11 points, 15 rebounds. The Arc next play on May 9th, right here in this building, Hsinchu Municipal Gymnasium, against the Taipei Fuan Braves, who, in another storyline coming tonight, if the Braves can secure that victory on Saturday, then will clinch the number 2 seed in the Plus League regular season, have home court advantage against the TSG Ghost Hawks. First 2 games at the higher seed, and the, if needed, winner take all decisive game 5, as Owen will receive the interview with Formosa Television and this game's play-by-play, Jason Huang Tongcao. But maybe they'll give him some space, as Owen is perhaps not feeling so enthusiastic about the winning currency that the Pilots shower him in it.
PLG 生涯首次大3元，给予一个热情的掌声。江双，连续2天我们都在联动谷前面见面，连续2天来这个享受钞票日，感觉怎么样？
当然很开心啊，但是也是谢谢球队给我这个机会，然后肖商教练团有提醒我，然后让我去完成，然后队友也很给面子，让我去抓最后那几个篮板。
拿下生涯大3元，能不能够再跟大家多分享一下你的辛苦，这一路走来的过程，还有现在的心情？
其实在场上打球就是顺其自然，然后遵守教练的规定，然后刚好如果有机会的话，当然就是去创造这个自己的生涯的这些机会吧，对。
威朗哈用，我能够这样叫你吗？
可以。
这个是泰雅族陈将双的原住民的族名。那今天其实卡总赋予了你重任，因为白耀成是这个挂伤号，没有办法出赛。在今天得知自己生涯第1次在 PLG 这边拿到先发的身份，心情怎么样？
其实就是跟平常心一样，就是上了场就全力以赴。不管小白受伤的伤病怎么样，但是就是他也告诉我，就是要在场上就是要全力以赴，然后认真去防守，然后尽量的给队友更多的助攻，还有防守可以多帮忙一点，对吧？
最后还有什么话想要跟现场的乘客们，还有电视机前面支持你的球迷们，还有什么话想跟他们说吗？
就是谢谢你们的支持，然后我会继续努力，对啊。
好，掌声送给陈将双，威朗罗嘎，请签名吧。
谢谢崇超。在我们将双签完名之后呢，我们要请他来签我们胜利小飞机。恭喜将双来到中圈，先签我们的拼图啊，先签我们小飞机。 好的，我们要协同 P.LEAGUE Crew 呢一起来做一张合照啦。先跟这个飞机来一个合照。来，大家靠近一点，靠近一点。摄影师准备好啦，可以吗？要2排吗？好，麻烦普林看一下。OK， 3、2、1。好，请降霜呢挂上飞机，恭喜你！要再次的签我们的拼图送给现场的乘客。哇！好的，想要拼图的尖叫声！哇！这各位以前的教练南哥啊，好，现在呢要邀请我们乘客由降霜来颁发我们棉豆皮一组，欢迎你，欢迎乘客。这是今天的最佳乘客，由最佳飞行员来颁发。来 ，P.LEAGUE Crew 一起来拍照哦，靠近一点，大家靠近一点，看向中间 ，OK。3、2、1， 耶！好的，谢谢。啊，镜头不知道在哪里。昨天有一个球迷说降霜得1分要请一个鸡排啊，我跟你说，我准备好吃鸡排啦！掌声送给陈降霜。
谢谢降霜，恭喜！
好的，谢谢降霜。现在我们还有棉豆腐的枕头要来颁发，谢谢我们卖力干扰客队罚球的乘客，欢迎你，欢迎。好，大家靠近一点，一起来合照留念，谢谢，耶！谢谢。好，时间来到最后啦，交给若彤来说几句话吧。
很感谢这2天在新竹可以看到乘客们来到现场。那接下来呢，我们也要回到我们的桃园主场啦，真的是非常想念，也希望大家呢可以号召所有的亲朋好友们一起进场，持续为领航员加油。希望剩下的2场比赛我们也要拿到胜利哦。
好了，各位乘客，谢谢你们，前方的朋友，感谢。右方的朋友，谢谢。后方的朋友，谢谢你们。
101 to 90 is your final as the pilots defeat the Yankee Arc, avenging their last loss right here in this very building back on April 25th. So the pilots' home tour in Taiwan is finally in the books. Here we see Banqiao, Taichung, and Hsinchu, all their temporary homes. And they have been able to maintain a perfect home record. And with the pilots a spot in the P.LEAGUE finals. And with the Taoyuan Arena renovations finally coming to a close, they can show off how difficult they'll be to play in Taoyuan Arena in the P.LEAGUE finals, and if they'll continue to build up their reputation across the Asia region and all over the island. For a final few words on the game, to translate what Owen had to share, he was very happy but also thankful for the team to giving him the chance to play back here. The coaches and his teammates did remind him to go for the triple-double, saying, try to play it natural, play it cool. Ping Sangxin you'll hear a lot in Taiwan. Just help his teammates and follow the coach's instructions. The Arc will return to Hsinchu Municipal Gymnasium to host their final 2 home games on Saturday against the Braves and on Sunday to wrap up their home schedule against the Ghost Hawks. Those are the Braves' final home game and the Ghost Hawks' second to last game of the season. Well, the Arc do make an import change, bringing Artem Kovalov in for Samuel Degar, and yet the Arc commit 22 turnovers, which is, again, in line to the Arc being the #1 turnover team this season. Seems like it doubled them. By my count, Chen Jianshuang, who is getting all of the yos. A Mandarin lesson from Huang Tongcao and Coach Sean. Owen with a final stat line of 13 points, 10 rebounds, 13 assists. Oh, don't forget, 6 steals. Helps lead the Pilots to yet another victory here in the 2026 season for the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots. So on behalf of our Mandarin broadcasters and our production crew, the Plus League sponsors, the league opposite selves, I'm Ryan Chen. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.